Man United get an undeserved draw against Sunderland. Let's unpack everything in this video. Let's go. Okay, boys, honestly, that was an absolute horror show. Like, look at these stats. Shots on target, shots, you think we're 3 shots away from them. They probably had a better game. The game was fairly even, you looking at this. But honestly, talking to you right now, the first shot on target we had was after 90 minutes. After 90 minutes, the first shot we had, that was the only shot we had, like the first shot we had after 90 minutes. That is embarrassing. What were we doing here in 90 minutes, bro? That was like watching Arsenal. I almost went to bed. I think I went back to Tuesday night and watched the Arsenal Atletico game because that was absolutely embarrassing. Shots on target, 13 to 10. That's not bad because it's a fairly even game. Shots on target, Sunderland only had 2. How is that possible? Sunderland United had more possession than Man United. At least if we didn't have possession, and at least we were getting shots off counterattack, something. But bro, they had more shots. They were dominating, in fact, the whole game. The fact it's only 52 to 48 is a discredit to what Sunderland did that whole game. Passes, no one cares. Passing accuracy, 86 to 86. Fouls, no one cares about all of that. But possession, shots on targets, and shots, we got dominated. We honestly got dominated by Sunderland United, newly promoted team. Not even discrediting Sunderland, because honestly, they've had a great season. But this is Manchester United, bro. We should be dominating these type of games. And we're getting run through by Sunderland United. I'm not even going to take this to heart, honestly, because we've already qualified for Champions League. I didn't expect anything from this game, really, but I was expecting a bit more effort because we already qualified. People's mentality's off. At least I wanted a Bruno assist. At least one didn't happen. But I didn't expect us to come with the mentality of us. We literally want to win this game. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the mentality we came in against Liverpool or Chelsea or City, against those teams for Sunderland that we've already qualified for Champions League football. But at least I wanted something. I mean, some hunger into this game. And you know what? I didn't even expect these two guys to play this game. I expected one of them to play, which is Maguire, but Martinez, honestly surprised. I don't know why Eden Heaven didn't play that game. I'm not saying Martinez had a bad game, but Martinez is always going to have a good game because he's one of our best centre-backs. But I am really shocked that Martinez played this game. Him and Maguire, they had a pretty good performance. Brian Brobby, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, he caused a lot of chaos, man. He was just... And that fact, Lammens, I'm going to talk about him later in this video, but he was just saving us, man. Yeah, they had a Brian Brobby. They just... I don't even know what to say about that guy, man. He caused a lot of problems, but Martinez, Maguire, I think they handled it well. Except for that one save, Maguire, stumbling. That one save Lammens had, I think Maguire should have done better. But of course, we didn't concede any goals. That is very surprising, honestly. The fact that I think Sunderland should have won the game. They deserved to win that game. And the only reason they didn't win this game is because of this man. 18 million, by the way. 18 million. And he's saving us in these games like this. In his first season, he's already saving us in crucial moments. But it's actually amazing how this guy... I made a short that said he was world class. And we can see it here. People were saying crazy things after the Liverpool game, but because of one bad mistake, do not discredit what Senna Lammens has done this season, because oh my gosh, another stunning performance. The fact that I have to talk about my keeper every game could be bad and good, but in this situation it's good. It's crazy. And it's good and bad because talking about your keeper is amazing, that they had a great performance. But it's bad that we are allowing them to get that many shots off every game. I think almost every match reaction, probably like half of them, Lammens is in the title, bro. Because our defense is so open, man. Honestly, I don't know, man. It's crazy. And I'm not going to even take these games to heart, but these are the games that probably show how the signings we need, because we're not going to try as hard. So, and the squad depth as well. Bro, we replaced 5 players and we looked like a completely different team. We looked like a mid-table team. This is not the same team, I swear, that beat Arsenal at their home, bro. Mason, I'm gonna talk about all these guys, but we changed 5 players. Our team, if PSG, for example, changed 5 players, they probably still beat Man United, probably still beat almost every team in the Premier League, except probably for Arsenal. But we make 5 signings and we draw against Sunderland. This is the level we need to be for next season in the Champions League. You might think I'm overreacting over a 0-0 draw, but bro, in about 3 games and pre-season, we are going to be in the Champions League. It's going to be Champions League season, bro. And if we don't get our signings right, I promise you it's going to be another season like 2023. Honestly, that season mostly on Onana. But it's going to be the same season. We get knocked out early. So, all I'm saying right now, this is the perfect game to see. We need 3 midfielders. We need fullbacks, both of them. We need another centre-back. We need a left winger. Maybe not really a much of priority, but probably, yeah. So, that's about 5 or 6 signings, by the way. And a backup striker. That's 6, yeah. So I'm just saying, for next season, we need to go big in the summer. And then that's, of course, that's obvious. But this game showed me a lot of what we needed. Playing this guy in the midfield. Oh. Mason Mount. You know, he's a great player. Mason Mount as a player, he's great. I think this was Mason Mount's final season to prove himself if he could possibly become a Manchester United player. And what it showed me is that he's not capable. He's not capable of being a Manchester United player because this guy is injured every flipping 2 games, bro. You can't have him in the squad either because his wages are absolutely ridiculous. So it's going to be even hard to sell him for those wages. He's turning 27. You might think this guy's been here for ages. Chelsea, United. He's only turning 27. He should be hitting his peak. And it seems like he's only 22. He's only learning. He's developing, it seems like. How's that possible? As a 27-year-old should be hitting your peak, bro. And I'm not going to blame too much on him because he was playing in a position he's never played before. But I'm telling you right now, if this is how you're going to perform and you're 27 years old, not Man United level. Not Man United level. 2 players who are not Man United level. Him and Joshua Zirkzee. It's not possible. It's not possible these guys can be at my club next season. And I think Zirkzee is going to be the same situation as Rasmus Højlund. Goes down on loan, back to Italy, and, you know what I mean, has like a 5-goal season. And people say Man United was the problem. People say Man United was the problem. There's levels. He could even have a 10, 15-goal season. Doesn't matter. But there's levels to a club, bro. If you're playing for Atalanta at Italy and Man United in the Premier League, you're going to have a better season at Italy. You are eventually going to have a better season in Italy. So people moving around and around and around and getting better, and people thinking that because of Man United, honestly, they're ridiculous. You're ridiculous because there's no way you think people going over Man United and becoming better is because of the club. No, it's because of the pressure getting to the players. They're playing such a big club like Man United. I'm not even trying to glaze or anything, but you know the pressure that comes with playing with this club, bro. It's honestly so insane. It's too much. And of course, we just said all of this and seeming like Sunderland didn't do a great job. Of course they did. Brother, they did a stellar job. Sunderland, they leader Xhaka, they had a great game. Honestly, they deserved to win that game. I wouldn't even be mad if I'm surprised we even got a draw out of that game because that's lucky. That's a lucky result. And honestly, I'm not too pissed. We've solidified top 3. Doesn't really matter, honestly. But, yeah, man, that's just ridiculous. Man of the match for that game for me. For Man United, of course, there is no man of the match for Man United personally, but for the team, I think Lammens honestly saved us out of the dumps, and honestly, we're so lucky we signed him over Martinez. Martinez, I don't think he could have even done a better job than Lammens. Tell me what you think down in the comments about the game. I'm not disappointed. We solidified Champions League football. Couldn't care less about this game, but we know the midfield overhaul we need for the summer. So tell me what you think down in the comments about the game, and we'll see you in the next one.